John McCain, Senator John McCain reportedly expired on Saturday, August 25th. John McCain has expired, according to all the reports. Now, John McCain was a disappointment to me. May his soul rest in peace, by the way. And, you know, of course, for the family, I know it's a tough time for them, whenever you lose, especially losing a parent. So, you know, our prayers go out to the family. But John McCain was a disappointment. He was a, he let the Republican down, and I just don't think he wasn't the man that we thought that he was as far as being a conservative Republican. And I have some examples of that. But again, he had a long life. I also heard a report that John McCain's mother is still living, and she is 106 years old. That's amazing to me. That is mind-blowing. So Senator John McCain reportedly died on Saturday, August 25th. President Trump tweeted, "My deepest sympathies and respect go out to the family of Senator John McCain. Our hearts and prayers are with you." It was reported when John McCain first, it was reported that he was ill and had cancer. It was reported that they did not want, or he, I guess the family, but John McCain did not want President Trump to attend his funeral. Did you hear about this? And it was going to, Obama is invited to speak. George W. Bush is invited to speak, but not the Great White Hope. That's interesting to me. This is from the Associated Press. When John McCain ran against the fallen Messiah, Barack Obama, you know, I supported John McCain. I thought at the time, blind me, that he would be a good president. I was wrong. And John McCain ran a weak campaign. I don't even think he really wanted to beat the fallen Messiah when he ran for president. And so that was very, very disappointing. John McCain voted against the Republicans to get rid of Obamacare. Remember, he had eye surgery, and somehow or another he managed to get in there to vote. He walked into the chambers there, and he was welcomed by the Republicans. They were hugging him. He had been away for a minute. He had had surgery, and so they were hugging him and just really liking him. And then he got up there just before he voted whether or not to repeal Obamacare. He got up there. He just tongue-lashed the Republicans for trying to get rid of Obamacare. And so he held his hand up like this, and then he voted down. So he supported Obamacare. It was amazing. He was just such a disappointment. I was surprised. No, I was disappointed that the voters in Arizona kept him in there so long. They should have voted him out a long time ago. He wasn't a conservative Republican at all. This is from the Associated Press, AP. October 2008, John McCain was at a town hall, and he assured voters that Obama would make a good president. He said to them, "Don't be afraid." Here's that soundbite.
And frankly, we're scared. We're scared of an Obama presidency.
First of all, I want to be president of the United States, and obviously I do not want Senator Obama to be. But I have to tell you, he is a decent person and a person that you do not have to be scared as president of the United States. Now, now look, if I didn't think I wouldn't be one heck of a lot better president, I wouldn't be running, okay?
You wouldn't.
And that's the point. That's the point.
The voters were right to be afraid of the fallen Messiah. Look what happened. He nearly took the country under. And he still hasn't given up, folks. Be not deceived. The fallen Messiah, the worst president that this country has ever experienced, is still working behind the scene. He had Big Mama, so it's not over. All right. Here's where, and so the voters had a right to be afraid of Barack Obama. And that's why we didn't vote for a RINO Republican either when the Great White Hope ran. Here's a woman at that same town hall, and she was concerned that Obama is an Arab.
I got to ask you a question. I do not I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab. He is not. No?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He's a decent family man, citizen.
No, ma'am.
I just happen to have disagreements with on fundamental issues, and that's what this campaign is all about. He's not. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Yes.
John McCain did better helping Obama get in rather than helping himself. Now, I don't know if Barack Obama, the fallen Messiah, is a Muslim or not, but I do know he's not a Christian. We know that now. And I knew that when he first ran back in 2008, and he was asked about his preacher, Reverend Wright. And Reverend Wright is a scumbag who hate Christians and Jews. And Obama was asked about him, and he said, "Oh, I didn't know he was a preaching racism from the pulpit." He lied because Obama had sat under that man for 20 years. He said Jeremiah Wright Jr. was like an uncle to him, and it was just amazing. So here's another where John McCain called Trump supporters crazy, but he lost to Obama, so Trump called him a loser. This is from MSNBC. Trump said McCain is a war hero because he was captured. Here's that soundbite.
John McCain goes, "Oh boy, Trump makes my life difficult." He had 15,000 crazies show up. Crazies. He called them all crazy. I said, they weren't crazy. They were great Americans. These people, if you would have seen these people, I know what crazy is. I know all about crazies. These weren't crazy. So he insulted me, and he insulted everybody in that room. And I said, somebody should run against John McCain, who has been, in my opinion, not so hot. And I supported him. I supported him for president. I raised $1 million for him. It's a lot of money. I supported him. He lost. He let us down. But, he lost. So I never liked him as much after that, because I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
He's a war hero because he was captured, okay? You could have, and I believe perhaps he's a war hero, but right now he said some very bad things about a lot of people.
Amazing. So again, nice man. Just not my cup of tea. May his soul rest in peace. I wish his family well. I don't have any personal grudge against John McCain. It's just that he was a disappointment in that he really was not a conservative Republican senator. And I'm really fed up and tired of RINO Republicans. They get in power, but they're no different and no better than the Democrats. Why even vote for them knowing that they're not going to do anything? And now that the president is there, we now see that the Republicans, the RINO Republicans, had no plans of doing anything good for the country. They're in the pockets of the big businesses. They support open borders, allowing the illegals to come in for cheap labor, and John McCain really revealed himself. But nice man. May his soul rest in peace. And here's the last thing from the Great White Hope at a later press conference where the media asked President Trump, the Great White Hope, about John McCain.
If a person's captured they're a hero as far as I'm concerned, unless they're a traitor like Bergdahl. He was captured. He's no hero. But you have to do other things also. I don't like the job that John McCain is doing in the Senate because he's not taking care of our veterans.
Why would you say you like people who don't get captured? It's a simple question.
I do like people. Oh, I do. Why? The people that don't get captured, I'm not supposed to like? I like the people that don't get captured, and I respect the people
Why
that do
would you
get
say
captured.
that in the context of John McCain?
Excuse me. I like the people that don't get captured. You have many people that didn't get captured. I respect them greatly. You have people that got captured. I respect them greatly also.
Amazing. Isn't that something? The Great White Hope. 2020. Don't you see 2020? One thing I do, and again, may John McCain rest in peace. I wish his family well. This is not easy for a lot of people when they lose a loved one. So we do wish the family well. I was just disappointed in John McCain. He was not a good conservative senator. I don't know what his last moments were like, but I don't know if he forgave President Trump for saying that he was not a hero, because he kind of lost it after that, and I didn't see any return. I'm just saying. But again, nice man. He's nice.